Hi there folks, welcome to Get Strumming. Now I'm going to show you how to play the song Crippled Inside by John Lennon from his 1971 album Imagine. But before I continue, please remember to hit that like and the subscribe button. Really helps the channel out and it helps me continue to provide tutorials like this one. Well, you can shine your shoes and wear a suit. You can comb your hair and look quite cute. You can hide your face behind a smile. One thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside. You can wear a mask and paint your face. You can call yourself the human race. You can wear a collar and a tie. One thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside. Well, now you know that your cat has 9 lives, babe. 9 lives to itself. Now you only got one, and a dog's life ain't fun. Momma, take a look outside. Here we go. You can go to church and sing a hymn. You can judge me by the color of my skin. You can live a lie until you die. One thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside. Take it, brother. Well, now you know that your cat has 9 lives, babe. 9 lives to itself. But you only got one, and a dog's life ain't fun. Mama, take a look outside. Well, you can go to church and sing a hymn. Judge me by the color of my skin. You can live a lie until you die. One thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside. One thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside. One thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside. Ba-da-dum. There you go. So that was Crippled Inside by John Lennon from arguably one of his best solo releases. That and the Plastic Ono Band tend to be the contenders for his favourite releases amongst fans. And I've always loved this song, even since I was a little kid. I just like the way it shuffled along. It's got a kind of Lonnie Donegan kind of feel to it, a little bit of the skiffle beat. It's almost got the washboard in there, I think. So first of all, what I'm going to do is show you the chords that we're going to be using for this tutorial. So the good news is they're all pretty easy chords. So we've got a C major to begin with. So that's using your 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 1st string. We've also got a C7. So that's using your 1st finger on the 1st fret, 1st string. We've also got a little bit of C major 7. And that's using your 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 1st string. Next up, we've got an F. So use your first finger on the first fret, second string, second finger, second fret, fourth string. Next up, we've got a G7. First finger, first fret, second string, second finger, second fret, third string, and third finger, second fret, first string. Next up, we've got a D7. Use your first finger across the entire second fret, and then your third finger on the third fret, first string. We've also got an A7, so use your first finger on the first fret, third string. We've also got A minor, using your second finger, second fret, fourth string. Okay, so that's the chords that we're going to be using. So next we need to have a look at a strumming pattern. So this is what I tend to do. So what am I doing there? I'll just slow it down so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just using a C chord just to strum on. So we've got a down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, and speed it up. Down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. It's almost like I say a bit of a skiffle beat. But if you do struggle with that, because I do know that some people find the strumming a little bit tricky, you can just keep playing simple downstrokes. So just downstrokes work just as well, but if you want to kind of copy the rhythm that's on the recording, it's more of a down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Okay, that being the case, let's have a look at the intro. So John Lennon does a bit of a finger picking part on his acoustic guitar, but to be honest, I'm just, for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm not going to do anything too complicated, so we'll just do 4 bars on the C major. So here we go. So for the purpose of the tutorial, I'll slow it down a bit as well. 3, 4. So first line, you can shine your shoes and wear a suit. Now we go to the F. You can comb your hair and look quite cute. Now we go back to the C. You can find your face behind a smile. Now we're going to do a strum on each chord. So we go from a C to a C major 7 to a C7 and then to an A7. Bam, 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 bam. So I'll just show you close up what we're doing there. So it's 1 strum on the C, 1 strum on the C major 7, 1 strum on the C7, and then jump onto the A7. So I'll play that all in one go. Can hide your face behind a smile. C, C major 7, C7, A7. One thing you can't. And then we go to the D7, high. Then to G7 is when you're crippled in. Back to the C, side. Now we go, stay on the C, we're into the second verse. You can wear a mask and paint your face. Now we go to the F. You can call yourself the human race. Back to the C. You can wear a collar and a tie. Now we do the C, C major 7, C7, A7. So there's the C, C major 7, C7, then to the A7. One thing you can't, D7, high. Now to G7 is when you're crippled in. Back to C, side. Well, now we go to A minor for the middle section. Know that your cat has 9 lives, babe. Now to D7, 9 lives to it. And then to G7, self. we go to the C. You only got one, and a dog's life ain't fun. Mama, take a G7, look out, and then back to C. Side, take a look. So we're going to go into the solo now. So this is really simple. So we're going to do 4 bars on C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do 4 bars on F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do 3 bars on C. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 bar on A7. 1 bar on D7, 1 bar on G7, and then 2 bars on C. 1, 2. Now we're into the next verse, so we stay on the C again. You can go to church and sing a hymn. And then we go to the F. You can judge me by the colour of my skin. Go back to the C. You can live a lie until you die. Now we do the C, C major 7, C7, and A7. One thing you can't, D7, hide. G7 is when you're crippled in. Back to C, side. Take it, brother. So now we're going into another solo. So we do it exactly the same as before. 4 bars on C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we do 4 bars on F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 3 bars on C. 1, 2, 3. 1 bar on A7. 1 bar on D7. 1 bar on G7 and 2 bars on C. Well, now we're going to the middle bit again, so we go to the A minor. Know that your cat have 9 lives, babe. Now to D7, 9 lives to it, and then to G7, self. Now we go back to the C. You only got one, and a dog's life ain't fun. Mama, take her back to G7, look out, and then back to C, side. Now we're into the last verse, which is the same as the previous verse, so we stay on the C. You can go to church and sing a hymn. Now to F. Judge me by the colour of my skin. Back to C. You can live a lie until you die. C, C major 7, C7, A7. One thing you can't, D7, hide. G7 is when you're crippled in. And then C, side. And then C, C major 7, C7. Then to A7, one thing you can't, D7, hide. Then to G7 is when you're crippled in, and then to C, side, and then C, C major 7, and then to A7, 1 strum this time on A7, one thing you can't, and now we do slow strums on the D7, hide. Then G7 is when you're crippled in, and then C, side, C7, and then 2 strums on the F, and then we do a down, up, down on the G7, ba, ba, da, and then a downstroke on the C, bum, and then 1 last downstroke on the C7, bum. So that is the song in its entirety. There's a few tricky bits, I've got to admit, but the good thing is, like I said before at the start of the tutorial, all the chords are pretty simple. So actually moving about, you don't have to worry about bar chords or any tricky chords. It's just that there's one or two quick changes, especially with that C to C major 7 to C7 to A7. It's a little bit of a tricky move, that, but it does sound good. If you can't do that, you can just simply go from the C to A7. You can wear a collar and a tie, one thing you can't hide. So you don't have to do that rundown, but I just think it kind of makes the song, and it sounds similar to how John Lennon recorded it. Okay, so as always, I'm providing the chords and the lyrics in the description to this song. If you go to the description, you will see all the chords and lyrics laid out in front of you before your very eyes. So let's give it a go from the top together and see if you can play it. Like I said, I'm going to slow it down a little bit just because I know that there might be a few beginners out there that are wanting to play along. So here we go. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 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 here we go. You can shine your shoes and wear a suit. You can comb your hair and look quite cute. You can hide your face behind a smile. Boom, 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 boom. One thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside. You can wear a mask and paint your face. You can call yourself the human race. You can wear a collar and a tie. One thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside. Well, now you know that your cat has 9 lives, babe. 9 lives to itself. You only got one, and a dog's life ain't fun. Mama, take a look outside. Here we go. C, 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 C. Now to F, 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 C, 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 A7, D7, G7. I'm back to C. You can go to church and sing again. You can judge me by the color of my skin. You can live a lie until you die. One thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside. Take it, brother. C, 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 down to F, 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 back to C, 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 now to A7, D7, G7, back to C. Well, now you know that you cat has 9 lives, babe. 9 lives to itself. But you only got one, and a dog's life ain't fun. Mama, take a look outside. Well, you can go to church and sing a hymn. Judge me by the color of my skin. You can live a lie until you die. One thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside. One thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside. And there you have it, Crippled Inside by John Lennon, one of his great tracks from the fantastic Imagine album from 1971. So if you've got any more songs you'd like me to teach you, just leave me a message in the comment section and I'll get a tutorial together for you as quickly as possible. Take care for now. Bye-bye.